Good to see you,
All
man.
right. Violence and shooting in our neighborhoods have gotten way out of hand. The NAACP, along with the Sounds of Blackness, say it's time for a healing. The NAACP is calling young people across the country to change our neighborhoods from places of fear and despair to a place of love and hope. It's time to stop the violence and start the love. To hear more about the NAACP Stop the Violence, Start the Love program, call the number listed here or visit our website.
Welcome back to Something to Talk About. In the show prior, in the segment prior, we had a young man on by the name of Raymond, who we saluted for doing an excellent job as a dad. This segment consists of a 16-year-old, and he's going to give us some, inspiration, and he's going to shed some light on what it's like being a 16-year-old and in school today. And I want you to welcome Sean to the show. Please welcome Sean to the show. Sean, my first question to you, and I'm not that old, so I certainly remember what high school was like for me. Is it difficult for you to go to the classes with the weapons? When I was in school, it wasn't so much of the games, but as I was leaving out, the games were becoming more talked about. But with you, it's the guns, it's the killing in school.
At schools nowadays, it's not as much as the news make it out to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, you'll have some incidents where you have kids coming to school because they're mad because their girlfriend left them or something. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, you don't have that. Only thing you have to worry about is who you talk to and the way you talk to them. If you show respect to somebody else, mm-hmm. you will get respect back. You don't have to worry about somebody coming up to you, shooting at you for no reason. I mean, you might have to worry about getting shot on accident. I mean, you have cases of that where people have conflicts and they're out in the street and, you know, a bullet wasn't meant for you, but you caught it, you know, but it's not as common as the news make it out to be.
So you're not as fearful as the majority of the students, or I don't know, or are the students even fearful?
I mean, I don't have for me personally, I don't have a reason to be fearful. I mean, I'm sure there are people that you know, have problems or start their own problems. But as me being as another person, you know, I try to be friends with everybody. You know, I try to resolve conflicts, you know, without using my fists or hands. 'Cause even fists, people say fight with your hands, you might live to fight another day. But even though you fight with your hands, you might come back next day. Kid might be mad and shoot you. But as me as a person, I don't worry about anybody shooting me, stabbing me, or anything like that. You know, I don't worry about anything. You
don't worry about that. Why?
Because me being a Christian, I know that the Lord is taking care of me. And if I can share that with my friends, because all my friends, all my close friends that I hang out with, they are Christians, you know, and they know that God, you know, is a way to look at.
He's watching over.
And, you know, they will have their little problems. You know, everybody sins, you know, doing kid stuff, but they realize, you know, as long as they live in God's eyes, and they know God is watching over them, not to worry about anything else. You know, it's like the other incident. I was driving around the streets 2 nights ago. I was at my friend's house, and I came home, and my mom said she was staying up all night, you know, worried to death that I had gotten in a car accident or something. And I didn't come home late or anything. And I said, Mom, she goes, aren't you scared that other people are going to hit you? Because I just seen a car accident on the way home. I was like, Mom, I don't worry about that. You know, I know God's taking care of me. You know, I know I'm not done what I'm doing here yet. I haven't even begun. Because I know my mission that God wants me to be on is nowhere near finished. So I tell my mom, you know, hey, I'm not worried about it.
Sean, you just recently celebrated your 16th birthday. And I'm wondering, is it possible to bring out that package at this time? Because I wanted it to be done on something to talk about, and I wanted to certainly commend you as a young guy, because you have so much inspiration. And I know that when you're young, your peers listen in with you, and they follow along with what you have to say. And this is really, it's a surprise for you, man. Come on out with the birthday cake.
Hey, happy birthday, Sean! Yeah! How you doing, Sean? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Now, Sean, these are your friends.
These are my best friends, Robert and Jamil.
Okay, Jamil.
This is my friend Robert.
Pleasure to meet you.
What's up, man? And
Robert.
This is Robert.
Yeah.
Now, one of these are actors.
Both of them, actually.
Both of them are actors.
But my man here has a show. My man here has a show coming out. He has a show called here.
And wait a minute, one of you all on the show now, right?
Yeah, he's on the show right now.
He's on the show now. What show are you on?
A show called Cousin Skeeter on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
Not on yet.
Oh. But Sean, I wanted to salute you, and I thought of a better way of doing it than to have your close friends. And so if they can just take the mic and just wish you well on your 16th year.
Sean, I've known Sean for since 6th grade. You know, when Sean was like a little cat running around with a little ponytail and tight jeans, and so we go way back. And I mean, he's been my boy. I mean, I've learned a lot from him, you know, about life and just where I see myself, and I don't know. I think that it's always good to have really good friends in life, because there's certain times when you need more than just prayer, I think. You need people there to be there for you, and Sean's always been there for me, and I'm gonna always be there for him, and he's my boy. This is my boy, Sean.
Well said, well said.
Sean, one of my best friends, man, and I love you, and Jamil loves you, and we'll always be close no matter what. So, man, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. All right. You should sing happy birthday.
Go ahead, sing it.
Happy Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, happy birthday, Sean. Denbach. Yeah.
We love you, man.
All right, man. Take care. Hey, it was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
Sean, I join in with your friends, and I wish you a very
much.
blessed life, and thank you for being a part of something to talk about. It's good to have friends.
Yes,
It's good to have friends, and it's even greater when you have played a part in their life that will cause them to step back and take inventory and know that it is a blessing to have you in their life. And so on something to talk about, we just commend you and we wish you continued success. We wish you continued success. Something to Talk About has always been a show that caters to inspiration. It is a show that here in the heart of Los Angeles, to let those of you who might feel that there's no hope or who might feel that you can't go on, well, Something to Talk About disagree with that. Regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstance, you can go on. You've heard it said, not by me, but by those that you come in contact with. Raymond himself said that you can make it as a father. There's no reason why you cannot. Trust in God. That's what he said. Because God will give you the directions. He will help you in making those choices that seem complicated and unbearable. And then a 16-year-old boldly have said that he has no fear because of God. When he's in school, there's no fear. I tell you, Something to Talk About is filled with joy because of those individuals, and I salute their parents on a job well done. And most of all, I salute them for staying focused. So it is my prayers, it is my hopes that Something to Talk About will continue to play a part in your life as it has played a part in my life. Until next time on Something to Talk About, your host has been I, Calvin Carson, wishing you the very best. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Could we get all of the young people? Are you going to do it like